Hey guys, Miss Marianne here, and today I'm going to teach you about our phonics skill this week. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my screen around so you guys can see what I'm seeing. And if you notice, this is straight from our Reading Street book that we use in our classroom. This is typically where we start teaching you about our phonics skill of the week. So this week, our skill is covering suffixes. Suffixes come at the end of a word to change its meaning. So the suffixes we're learning this week are y, ish, hood, and meant. And each of these suffixes have a specific meaning. So let's look at y. Our word here is bumpy with the suffix y. The suffix y means characterized by. So the road was bumpy. That means the road is characterized by its bumps. But we don't want to say that. We just want to say bumpy. So we add that y to change its meaning to make sense in our sentence. The road was bumpy. That brings us to ish. The meaning of ish is having the quality of. So if we look here, boy-ish, our root word is boy. So we know that this, if we use this in a sentence, it's going to be the quality of a boy. So we could say, wow, that dog is acting boyish. So that means the dog that we're looking at has the qualities of boys. Okay? Now we have hood. That is the state or condition of something. So childhood. If we use just child, we're talking about a person, one child. But when we add that suffix, it changes the meaning. We're talking about the condition of being a child. So you could say, that boy is still in his childhood. So that boy is still in the state of being a child. Okay? Now, and lastly, we have meant. The suffix meant means action or state of being. So enjoyment, our root word is enjoy, we add the suffix meant. So we could say, that ride brought me a lot of enjoyment. So that ride brought me a lot, the being of enjoying. I enjoy it, okay? So enjoyment, the suffix meant, is the action or state of being. And just to go over this one, funny. So it's characterized by fun. If you tell a joke that's funny, the joke was characterized by having fun. So down here with sentences I can read, it is difficult to ride on the bumpy street. Just like the example I mentioned earlier, this street is characterized by its bumps. Nate has a boyish grin since childhood. So that means that he has the quality of a boy. His grin has the quality of being boyish. Okay, so let's switch over here to our story. As you know, this story has a bunch of words in here that have to do with our phonics skill. So see if you can point them out as I am reading them. So again, you're looking for suffixes with y, ish, hood, and meant. Okay? During childhood, my friends and I have gotten a lot of enjoyment out of acting in a clownish way. So in that sentence, there are 3 words with suffixes. We have childhood, enjoyment, and clownish. So this was during when he was a child, the state of being a child. Enjoyment, his action was that he was enjoying something. And clownish, he has the quality of being a clown. Okay? Next sentence, we try to be as funny and witty with each other as we can. So the suffix in this sentence is y, witty. So our root word is wit, which means to be funny or clever or smart. So we're saying that they try to be witty. They characterize themselves by their wit. Next sentence, sometimes though, we don't show the best judgment and get ourselves in tricky situations. Here we have meant, so that means they don't always show the action of having good judgment. Okay, and tricky, we're characterizing our behavior as tricky. One day, we were acting foolish and saying nutty things. I just want to point out here, ing is also a suffix, but that's not what we're going over today, not that suffix. We have ish, so the quality of being a fool. Nutty, characterized by a nut. And of course, here we're not talking about the nut we eat. Nut can also mean being crazy. I noticed a movement out of the corner of my eye. So this is the action of moving. My coach was looking at us with a stormy expression on his face. He was characterized by a storm. Of course, his face is not having a storm on it. It doesn't look like a storm, but we can imagine when we think of storm, we think of angry, loud noises. It's fierce, right? So that's what his face looked like. We felt pretty sheepish. So ish right here. Yes, this does end with a Y, but it's not a suffix. That is one root word, pretty. So ish means having the quality of being a sheep. And again, this is just an expression. It's a play on words. They're not really a sheep, but sheep kind of shy and they kind of like step back a little bit. So that's what they're saying. Lastly, I hope adulthood is easier than childhood sometimes is. So we have hood and hood. This is the condition of being an adult and the condition of being a child. So that is our suffix skill that we're learning this week. And for your activity, we would like you to grab a pen a pen or pencil and a piece of paper. So you can pause the video if you need to grab that stuff. And this is what you would see in a normal classroom, in one of our classrooms in 3rd grade. This would be in your ELA packet that you have during the week. And this is typically the first page because the first page is always our phonics skill. So here again, you can see our suffixes that we're working on this week and our directions. Combine the base word and suffix. Write the new word on the line. Of course, you don't have this paper in front of you, but on any piece of paper that you have, you can combine these words. So, number 1, pay plus mint equals payment. So you would write payment on your paper. So that is the action of paying someone, okay? Number 2, cloud plus y equals cloudy. It was characterized by its clouds, okay? So what you would do is go ahead and pause this video and you would complete 1 through 8 on your piece of paper, just combining the root word with its suffix and writing it down, okay? Once you're done with that, we're gonna go down here and let's see what this says. Directions, add y, ish, hood, or meant to the base word in parentheses to best complete each sentence. Use the word box for help. Write the new word on the line. So again, with your piece of paper and pencil, you don't have to write the whole sentence, or you can, that's up to you. But we're looking at this word right here, child, and we're gonna add the suffix that best fits. So I could try child-y, child-ish, childhood, child meant. Only 2 of those are actual words, child-ish and childhood. So we have to see which one fits best. Or you could just look at our word box here and see that childish is not one of our options. So it has to be childhood. So on your piece of paper, you would write number 9 and then write childhood, okay? So the sentence would be, during my childhood, we moved often. Okay, then number 10, write 10 on your paper. We moved to a neighbor with woods and a pond nearby. No, we moved to a neighborhood with woods and a pond nearby. Again, you would write 10 and then write neighborhood. So you can pause now and go ahead and finish 9 through 15 right here using your word bank. Okay. And that is actually the end of our phonics lesson. So this was the video and the activity wrapped up into one. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope this helped you. I'll see you next time. Bye.